Well, while those supporters gathered in Bangor, there are opponents of the national park who spoke out in the towns of East Millinocket and Millinocket today as well. News Center's Katie Bavoso was there and joins us now with more on that part of the story. Katie?
Chris, as we just saw, supporters of the park are spreading the word about what they see as a potential benefit to the greater Millinocket area. But there are some of those in Millinocket and East Millinocket who aren't convinced. And they say they have questions that they're having a hard time getting answers to. Concerns about the national park range from industry disruption to recreation restrictions. Should the national park be created, some fear federal regulation will choke the logging and wood chip industry the towns still depend on. Others are concerned that the regulation will limit or eliminate snowmobiling and fishing in certain areas that Baxter State Park already offers. But the biggest concern is that the park isn't the answer to the economic drop left behind by the closure of the mill, and that the jobs created will only be seasonal.
My thoughts on what could save the area is a combination of manufacturing and tourism. Just take the word federal park out of it and promote the area for our natural assets that we already have.
The Great Ponds Act, which allows any citizen the right of access to any body of water that's over 10 acres. If it's under federal control, that no longer bears.
Very few parks that have snowmobiling in them, and in the parks that do, it's a guided tour, very few trails. It's not like snowmobiling around here. People think it's snowmobiling.
The towns of Millinocket and East Millinocket are trying to set up a meeting between the national park supporters and opponents in order to set the record straight about all the possible details and regulations of the park proposal. But town officials tell me Lucas St. Clair, head of the national park proposal efforts, and Roxanne Quimby's son has not yet agreed on a date. Chris?
Okay, thanks for that report, Katie.